Coming from a bad place, oh yeah. Tryna be a better me just for you. But it ain't easy, it's hard to get used to. Minding my own business, I'm not worried about what he do. Cause nowadays all the niggas to be seafood. I always said this is that I'm staying around people. Finding my own path like I'm running.
Good evening, good morning, wherever you are. Thank you for watching your boy GSC Garvin back with another video for you guys today. Today we're gonna do Premier League news. This is something new that I'm thinking about, something that I always want to do. Not only just talk about my favorite team, Chelsea, but just the top eight, which we got the top eight show each and every Sunday. But today we're going to do something new. So this is the first I'm doing this, the Premier League news. So now we're going to start off the topic with the one and only Cole Palmer. This is from my fellow friend from Blue Cloud Media, um, and this is something that I really want to touch on, a topic that really need to address. um, it's been taking a lot of attention in the Chelsea space. His Cole Palmer is really targeting by defenders. If you notice, look on these two tacklers on Cole Palmer, and none of these tacklers have end up being nothing close to a red card. You know, if you notice the first one, look on the defender. Look where he targeted Cole Palmer knees. You can see exactly, that was like an intentional, because the ball was nowhere on the floor. The ball was already up and over his head. And if you notice exactly where his foot was. So for me, that was an intentional tackle. That one was a straight red card in my humble opinion. And if you look on the second one, which this one I can have a little bit sympathy on. He's probably trying to catch the ball, but because the ball was already on the floor. But if you notice, look on the position of the defender foot, indeed. And in case, look at Martinez from Manchester United. Look how high that one was. That for me is a straight red card. But indeed, the one, it was a clever move by Cole Palmer. So you can definitely, have a little bit of iffy with this one. So I think this one is maybe one that you can say, yeah, because of the way how his foot slide all the way down on Cole Palmer's. But we're not gonna make it just about Cole Palmer, because it's not only just a Chelsea news; it's a Premier League news. So it's just a question for you guys. You leave it in the comment section. Do you think Cole Palmer have been targeted by defenders? This one is about Reece James. Reece James have one more injury, so Reece James is out again until probably the new year. Unfortunate. Reece James is one of the best, I think, right back in the world when he's fit. When he's on his game. But we're not gonna dwell too much about Reece James. But the question is already out there. Should Chelsea keep Reece James? And this is one that we want to talk about. I know for a fact that Ruud van Nistelrooy, he's coming to Manchester United for assisting Tinag, and Tinag is out. He take over. He did very well for himself, in the cup games and the league games that he end up managed before Amarin come in. I think he do very well for himself. you know, um, Not gonna say he is a very good manager yet, because there's still a lot of times, that manager bunks is the ever thing in the Premier League. We all can sit here and say that, yes, he's the man for the job, but we have to always remember that the Premier League is a different beast. Because look at Crystal Palace. When they got the new manager last season, they did go on a run till we all think that probably they would finish in a European spot. But this season started. Look where they are. They're right down there in the dungeon. So for me, new manager bunks will always occur, because no one know what this manager is gonna bring. So a lot of teams tend to find it hard, to work whatever this manager is capable of and what he's capable of doing. But if you give the managers time, to sit down and go up against all the teams and all the tactics, and break it down and figure them out, if they can change. So let us see what Ruud van Nistelrooy will do or what he will bring. But for me, I wish him all the best, at Leicester, because even though I'm a Chelsea fan, I'm always one that hold my hands up and say when a player was good, he was good. And when he was in the Premier League, he was a nightmare to play against, even up against my Chelsea team. This man seems like he couldn't stop scoring. So fair play, he did very well for himself over there in PSV. One of our own come from there and was doing very well under him, Nadi Madueke. So let us see what Ruud van Nistelrooy have to bring to the table. The next one I want to talk about, I know this is not a Premier League um, team, but Coventry was a part of the Premier League. Back in the days, there was a team, a roller coaster team that go ups and down. I haven't seen them for a long time, but now they apply the man himself, Frank Super Lampard, the former Chelsea legend. He even played for Manchester City too, and even West Ham United in the Premier League. So, let us see what the former England international and the Chelsea legend can do, at over there at Coventry. A lot of people have a lot of things to say that he's not a very good man, not a very good manager. But I just think that he chose the wrong clubs, probably, at the wrong time. I think that when he was at Derby, I think he could have stayed one more season and master his craft a little bit. But Chelsea was too good for him to turn down, which he said multiple times. So let us be fair to the guy. Everyone deserves opportunity. Now we got this opportunity back in the championship where he dominated, to be quite honest, when he was over there. So let us see what he can bring to them. The next one is the same thing. Very confirmed about Ruud van Nistelrooy. You know, the next one topic we want to talk about is Raheem Sterling. I just want to say this. Never count. This is a thought that Raheem Sterling should know. That never count your eggs too early until they hatch. You can't go and count the chickens until all the eggs are hatched. Or, I think that he crossed the bridge too early. When he was making all these statements that you're gonna see the best of him. But Raheem Sterling, as a seasoned professional in the Premier League, season in season out, he should have known that when a player go on loan, it's not tend to get full start over the players that are already there. Because the coach is gonna always use their players that they certain of gonna be there week in, week out with them, and air in, air out. So Raheem Sterling should have keep his mouth shut. For me, just be straightforward. He should have keep his mouth shut when he just started out Liverpool and hold his head down and work his way up, because he did get a lot of opportunity at Chelsea, but he never ever, take it full advantage of it. So for me, Raheem Sterling only have himself to blame. This one, when they asked Moresca about Jada Sanchez, he said he just have to stay fit mentally and physically. So mentally and physically, that's not the first time mentally come into the likes of Jada Sanchez. When he was at Manchester United, the same mental part pop up. But this guy is one of the most talented player I see. If he can get to his full potential, he can create a lot of problems in the Premier League. To be quite honest, he's a very good player. Maurizio Sarri. Maurizio Sarri, said that my feeling now is that Chelsea are becoming a team again. Now, not good 11. Sorry, not 11 good players. My feeling is that the future for Chelsea could be good again. Winning future, I think. Winning in future. Yeah, so Moritz Asari, believe that Chelsea can be good again. A lot of us got a lot of good, good takes on the season, to be quite honest, as a Chelsea supporter. But therefore, not to get carried away, because as Enzo said, that we're not in a title race. I don't want no one to sit there and say that Chelsea's in a title race. Back to Chelsea again. these two youngster, Exaval Williams and Jada Sancho, are expected to stay next season, developing with and made. Yeah, I think they're staying at Chelsea. That's exactly what they're saying. So they should be staying at Chelsea this season. So that's a very good look. When they asked Frank Lampard today in the press conference, sometimes I don't know why they ask this question in the press conference, but here what he got to say. They were asking him about Joe Felix. I don't want to play it, guys. I don't want to get copyright. My bad. But when they were asking him about Joe Felix, and he was saying that he doesn't think that that he think that he's gonna take Joe Felix on loan from Chelsea. Wish that was a joke because everyone knew that when it comes to Chelsea and Frank Lampard, Frank Lampard got a lot of connection with Chelsea. But my last and final topic, you know, does the Premier League start targeting Newcastle and the likes of Man City because of a state ownership? Because both Manchester City and Newcastle owned by state, not just individual. They're owned by the state. So does the Premier League are clamping down on teams that have state owners? We got more to touch on that topic probably later down in the week after we get more news come out. But the 125 charge against Manchester City is reigning. Does Manchester City is done? That's another thing that we're going to talk about. I probably in the live stream on Sunday after the games, probably on the top 8 show, we will talk about it. But Manchester City, does Manchester City finish out here? Does Manchester City can come back and call Liverpool? Will Liverpool run away with it? Those are the big topic for this weekend. Chelsea up against Aston Villa. What do you guys think? Arsenal up against West Ham United. Can Arsenal continue the form that they're on for the last couple of games? Thank you again, guys, for watching. This is your Premier League roundup, and I want to say, be here on Sunday. Sunday show is gonna be magnificent because guess what? Sunday will be, one of the decider. Would Manchester City stay in the title race, or would Liverpool go 11 points clear? Let us give us your thoughts and in the comment section. And I want to say thank you guys again for being here with us for one more video. And this is a new segment that we want to start it off. The Premier League news and Premier League roundup. So thank you guys again. And I want to say peace. I'm out.
From a bad place, oh yeah. Tryna be a better me just for you. But it ain't easy, it's hard to get used to. Minding my own business, I'm not worried about what he do. Cause nowadays, all it is to be see-through. I always said this is that I'm staying around people. Finding my own path like I'm writing my own sequel. Two-faced people all around, they be evil. 2021, you can never trust nobody. Good and bad thoughts on my mind, they be crowded. Wishing to get past his limits, then he see he bought it. Family work hard, but I never guess I'm found it. Came a long way in my dream, now I be drawn it. They dying, I hear got some hearts pounded. Multi-talented, my passion, I haven't found it. Yeah, in my home, I was never ever doubted. I'm here from a bad place, oh yeah. Tryna be a better me just for you. But it ain't easy, it's hard to get used to. Minding my own business, I'm not worried about